Donald Trump remains the dominant figure in the Republican presidential race, and recent polls show Republican voters rate him higher than any of his rivals on dealing with terrorism.
This isn't going to be an election on niceness anymore, even if I wasn't nice. This is going to be an election on competence and smartness and toughness, because otherwise our country is finished. It's finished.
At the latest Republican debate, rival Jeb Bush questioned whether Trump was ready to lead.
That if I'm president, I'll be a commander-in-chief, not an agitator-in-chief or a divider-in-chief, that I will lead this country in a way that will create greater security and greater safety.
Experts thought the focus on security would help establishment contenders like Bush, but it's not worked out that way, says analyst Stuart Rothenberg.
A foreign policy crisis or an environment focused on defense, national security would help candidates with some stature, with some experience on foreign policy and national security issues. So far, the early indications are it has helped the kind of loudest, blustery candidate, that would be Donald Trump.
The emphasis on security may have also helped Democratic contender Hillary Clinton widen her lead over rival Bernie Sanders. Clinton wants to intensify the military campaign against Islamic State fighters, but is questioning the strategy of some of the Republican candidates.
Promising to carpet bomb until the desert glows doesn't make you sound strong, it makes you sound like you're in over your head.
During the latest Democratic debate, Bernie Sanders acknowledged the threat posed by the Islamic State, but warned against repeating past mistakes.
The United States must lead, but the United States is not the policeman of the world. The United States must not be involved in perpetual warfare in the Middle East.
The focus on terrorism and security could help Clinton in the Democratic primaries, but she may need to separate herself from President Barack Obama in the general election, says John Fortier.
The president's numbers have really gone down on foreign policy. He is seen, especially on terrorism, but broadly on foreign policy as being weaker. It hasn't hurt his overall numbers, but there is some traction for Republicans to gain.
The first real test for all the presidential contenders will come in early February in Iowa and New Hampshire. Jim Malone, VOA News, Washington.
I think that's the right way